Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. In this one, we're talking about the NBA for Thursday, March 7th. And in this video, we have 5 picks for you guys to consider. So stay tuned throughout the video for all 5 picks. If you guys are playing Prize Picks or anything else in North Carolina, definitely pre-register for the sports books. They're going live on March 11th, but you can get some crazy pre-register deals. DraftKings, you get $300 in bonus bet. FanDuel, you get another $300 in bonus bets. BetMGM, $200. And Bet365, $100. So definitely check it out to get $900 in free bets. If you're 21 or older and have a gambling problem, call 877-714-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. Definitely check it out if you're in North Carolina. They're going live March 11th with crazy deals on these 4 sports books. Click the link down in the description to get all 4 of these deals in one place right here. Also, I'm just one capper in Dynamo. If you guys want more picks, we have 5+ cappers giving out picks. You can see Coley over here in the private Discord hit a ton of massive slips with some of our picks over here. Blame the Flame, one of the cappers, hit a ton of picks over here on Underdog all night. They just keep going. Ton of picks and hits. Mike the Gamer over here hit a nice slip from the private Discord. And then we had Quill, one of the new members of the Discord, hitting a couple 3-pick slips. So definitely check it out. 5+ cappers over there. Less than $1 per day to get access to all these cappers all in one place. Most of these other places you get access to just one capper. I'm just one in here of 8 cappers for less than $1 per day. So check it out, link down below, and also the pinned comment. If you guys want access to all those picks, see how all those people in the private Discord have been hitting, check that out. Now let's get into the picks for this video. For the first one, we're taking an under here. We're going to Andrew Nembhard under on the points against Minnesota. Obviously an extremely tough matchup here against Minnesota. Andrew Nembhard has been trending down as far as minutes, with Tyrese Haliburton playing again his full allotment of minutes, but his line still remains at 10.5, and this is a tough matchup, so we're going to the under for Nembhard in this one. If we take a look at this line over on Outlier, which does have a free 7-day trial if you use the link down below, highly recommend it. I use it every single day for player props. 10.5 points. You can see he's only hit this in 33% of games. There was a large stretch here where Haliburton was out or playing limited minutes where he was hitting it, but as of late, he just has not been hitting this. We can see the last 10, he's only hit this in 3 of 10 games, hasn't hit in the last 4. You can also see the minutes trend has been going down. You know, he's playing 32 plus minutes in all these games, and then the last 5, he's been playing 30 or less minutes. He's only hit it in 30% of the games in the last 10, and on this season, 33% of the games. Minnesota, best team in the NBA over here, first, allowing under 107 points per game. So for all those reasons, not liking Nembhard for this one, we're going to the under for the first pick, Andrew Nembhard over here. Then for the second pick, we're taking an over, Cade Cunningham. He's been playing actually pretty well. We're going to the over 21.5 points. Great matchup here against Brooklyn, and I think that he's going to have a big scoring day. He's was playing really well, ran into a couple tough matchups as of late. Now getting another good matchup. I think he's been hitting this one consistently. Let's check it out over on Outlier. Yeah, so we could see on the season he's hit this in 55% of games. In his last 7 games, he's hit this in 5 of 7, and he's been running into some tough matchups. Last game, he played Miami. He still got this one at 23. Before that, they got blown out by Orlando, and he got 9. Before that, blown out by Cleveland. 2 extremely tough matchups there. Before that, I mean, he was hitting 26, 32, 26, and 30 again. I mean, come down to the minutes, 34, then in a blowout, 23, 37, 36, 36. So he's been playing a ton of minutes, and we don't expect this game to blow out. It's a close spread on this one. I think Cade's going to smash this 55% of the time, and in these close games, he's been playing like 36 plus minutes. So we can give him, if we just give him 32 minutes, he's hit this in 69% of games. If we give him 35 minutes, he's hit this in 77% of games this year, and a good matchup. we're definitely going to go to Cade here on the second pick. For the third pick, we're going to come over to OddsJam, which is another tool that has a 7-day free trial. You also get 25% off after the trial if you want to use the link down below to get access to that. But basically how this works is they take lines from Prizepicks and other sites. Right now we're on the Prizepicks tab. One of their top picks is Luka under 10.5 assists in this game. And you can see how this works is they compare it to all these other sports books that have this lineup. So minus 130 is the site that likes this the least. That's BetMGM. And we got Flip over here, minus 145, minus 144 over here, minus 135, and a couple other spots. So we definitely are liking this one. OddsJam gives us one of their top value picks here based on all these other sites. So we're going to go to OddsJam under 10.5 assists. The Dallas Mavericks against Miami Heat, also a tough matchup. This is one that Luka has been hitting recently, but he hasn't seen a tough matchup like this recently. And honestly, he's been hitting this assist mark as of late, but they just haven't been winning. And this is something he's only hit 33% of the time this year. You can see last game he got 11 assists, but they lost by 17. Game before that, 10 assists. One before that, they lost by 28 points, and he had 11 assists. Then he had 16 assists, and then in another loss, he had 14. Game before that, 6. So 33% of the time, he's been having some high assist totals as of late, but I think a little recency bias here. And I'm going to Luka under. OddsJam really likes it. All these other sports books really like it on the under as well. So we're going to be taking this one under in a tough matchup against the Miami Heat. So we're going to come over here to OddsJam, lock in the under for the OddsJam pick of the day. Definitely check them out. Something I use every day to look at the top value picks. And Luka under 10.5 against Miami is definitely one of those picks. The next one we're going to go to here is RJ Barrett over 21.5 points. RJ Barrett has been extremely great at scoring with the Toronto Raptors. Obviously, no Scotty Barnes now. Usage is projected to go up a little bit. It's still only been like 2 games, I want to say, without Scotty Barnes, and I think it's going to continue to go up. But he's been scoring well with the Raptors regardless of who's out there. Now they get Phoenix, and teams love to see Phoenix. It's like a cure for the Houston Rockets we just saw as Van Vliet and Jalen Green went absolutely crazy and Sengun against them. Thinking the same thing's going to happen here, and this is just a line RJ Barrett has been hitting as of late. So we're going to come over here to Outlier, look at RJ Barrett to over 21.5. On the season, he's only hit this 43% of the time, but let's look at games he's played with who's been playing a lot. We can't give Scotty Barnes now. We can go to Gary Trent here. In 56% of the games he's played with Gary Trent, he's hit this over. You can also see as of late, in 4 of his last 5, he's hit this. Didn't hit it last game. I projected last video, if you remember, this was going to be a blowout. They lost by ekay, 41. What is that? To the New Orleans Pelicans. I think this is going to be a better matchup for them. The spread is fairly high. It's at like 9 points, but I would actually be going under on the spread in this one. I think it's going to be closer. And Barrett still did play 32 minutes in a blowout, so he's fairly blowout proof. We did see him play 24 minutes here in this game, but most of the games, even in this one, he still played 29, so I think we can still expect a good amount of minutes. And he said this in 56% of the game, so I do project him for like 30 minutes, and in 70% of the games that he's played with the Raptors, he's hit this one 70% of the time. So really liking RJ Barrett as well in this one, going to him. And then for the next pick, we're going to go to Rudy Gobert on the under. Gobert, 16.5 points. I get it that Gobert is in a good matchup here against Indiana, but 16.5 points is a very high line for Gobert. So we're going to come over here and look at Gobert and see that he just hasn't been hitting this one like all year. So 28% of the games this year. Obviously, he had a massive game last game out against Portland in an extremely juicy matchup. He scored 25. That's close to a season high. He did score 26 over here. It's second highest total on the season. But before that, he missed this line in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in a row. And then Indiana, you might say great matchup. They allowed the 28th most points in the league, 122 per game, but against centers, they do rank 7th. They allow less than 18 per game to all centers in the game. So, that doesn't mean just starting centers. That's like centers plus the backup centers. So, Gobert, tough matchup here. 7th in the league against centers, Indiana is. And this is just an extremely high line that he's only hit 28% of the time this season. So, we're going to be going to the under here for Gobert for this one. And we're going to go ahead and lock that in over on Prizepicks. If you are living in North Carolina, sports betting goes live March 11th. Pre-register, you get insane deals on pre-register. $300 from DraftKings, $300 from FanDuel, $200 from MGM, $100 from Bet365. Click the link down below and you could sign up for all of them and get $900 in free bets. Also, I'm just one capper. If you guys want more picks from Dynamo, definitely check out the private Discord here. It's less than $1 per day. And you can see all the massive wins. We have Coley over here in the private Discord. Hit a ton of slips today. One of our cappers, Blame the Flame, hitting a ton on Underdog. Mike the Gamer hitting a nice slip tonight. As well as Quill, a new member here, hitting 2-3 pick slips. Definitely making a lot more than that $1 per day on the month in just one day. So definitely check it out. It'll be linked down below and the pinned comment. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, subscribe to the channel. Check out the private Discord. It'll be linked down below, and we'll see you guys in another one.